Welcome to the Trudy Lite Show with your host, international celebrity life coach to the stars, Trudy Lite.
Hi boys and girls. Many of my millions of viewers all over the world and elsewhere have been having problems with their marriages. Or, to put it another way, they've been having marital problems. Take this email from Gunther, who's in Hamburg, Germany.
Dear Miss Trudy, kommen Sie mir help if you Lust have. Mein Herz ist kaputt. My woman hast for another woman me left. I am in despair.
Phew! German's a very difficult language, isn't it? I'm surprised I understood it. After that, I think I might give Wittgenstein's Logico Tractatus a try. You may well feel completely crushed, devastated, with your self-esteem on the floor. And, of course, you're wondering what that woman's got that you haven't. Well, I can think of 3 things straight off, and only one of them's a hairdryer. So, I'm recommending revenge. After all, as my best friend Dieter says, hell hath no fury like a German scorned. But when I say revenge, I know that you'll keep it light and retain your sense of humour. After all, you are a German. The best revenge is actually success. Think of the ideal scenario. You meet a beautiful lesbian. She turns. You fall in love and are inseparable. You've moved on, dignity intact, and at the same time made an impressive point to your wife. She'll be stunned and miserable that you've got over her so easily and magnificently, and you can wallow in her misery. I wonder if the Germans have a word for schadenfreude. Now you might think this scenario is unlikely, particularly the bit about a beautiful lesbian falling in love with you and turning because of you. But it doesn't matter. You can just pretend. All those mutual friends of yours and your wife, tell them all that this is exactly what has happened. If you really want to up the ante, you can even hire an escort to play the part of your beautiful girlfriend. It's only a tiny bit deceitful, and no one ever needs to find out that the beautiful girl is actually, far from being your new girlfriend, a stranger. And talking of strangers brings me on to my next email from Alicia, who's writing to me from Venezia, it says. I think she means Venice. Need to watch the spelling, Alicia.
Ciao bella, Trudy.
It's just me here, Alicia. I've no idea who this Bella is.
I love my husband, but lately our sex life has become boring. He agrees and has suggested we try some role play by meeting in a hotel bar and pretending to be strangers. Should I do it, mia cara?
Mia? Cara? Who are Mia and Cara? Are they friends of Bella? Now, before I go any further, let me just say arrivederci to my millions of Italian viewers. I love you all. Isn't Italian a gorgeous language and so easy to learn? Now, Alicia, I'm with your husband. Oh, not literally, even though we are strangers. What I mean is, I think his idea is wonderfully romantic. I understand the problem of your sex life becoming boring, and it's important to liven things up so there's no threat to your marriage. Another big threat to any marriage is that Marilyn Monroe movie. What's it called? Oh yes, The 7-Year Itch. Apparently, watching that movie has been responsible for many couples breaking up. So, aside from avoiding that movie, here's what else you need to do. Buy a new outfit, style your hair differently, and do something unusual with your makeup. Then you're all set for your risque rendezvous. Oh, there I go, breaking into Italian again. It's so easy peasy. Tutti frutti. Cinque cinque. But be careful. When you arrange to meet a stranger in a hotel bar, you must take precautions, and I'm not talking about stuffing your purse full of condoms. No, arrange a bailout phone call with a girlfriend, just in case he turns out to be a weirdo or a pervert. Oh, hold on. I'm forgetting. In actual fact, it's your husband you're meeting, isn't it? Well, he could still be a weirdo or a pervert, I suppose. One of the good sort, hopefully. Next, I've had an email from Jason, from Texas, the Lone Star State. Imagine that. Only one celebrity in the whole of Texas. Houston, you have a problem. Jason also has a spouse who wants to liven up their marriage through sexual experimentation.
My wife said she was bored with our sex life and decided we should be open sexually. Trouble is, I've forgotten how to case down a one-night stand. My wife gets a lot of action, but how do I step up my game?
Look, Jason, before I go any further, I must just ask you, is this open marriage really what you want? You say your wife decided. Did you agree? Or did you just go along with it for an easy life? Suppose your wife suggested you have your spine removed. Would you go along with that for an easy life? Seems to me you need to have a backbone and man up, Jason. But it's not too late. Why don't you have a sit down and talk with your horny wife? Talk about what you want. You could even lay down some conditions to your agreement to this arrangement. Like, say, she agrees to let you join in when she lands herself some action. Or watch at the very least. Or she agrees to help you find women to sleep with. Like her friends, or her sister, or her mum, or her grandmother, or, here's an idea, her. That's right. See if you can't case down a one-night stand with your wife. Word is she can't get enough, so why shouldn't you get your share? Failing that, try dogging. Yes, dog her every move and follow her around until she gets so fed up she agrees to go back to exclusivity, which is what you really want, isn't it? But what Donna really wants is to show his wife he loves her. Let me explain. Donna, who's from Dorset, England, writes,
Hello, stunning Trudy.
Nice start, Donna.
My problem is I'm a transvestite, a cross-dresser, and my wife gets jealous because when I'm not Dave and turn into Donna, I look better than she does. How can I assure her that I love her just as much whether I'm Dave or Donna?
You say you're a transvestite, a cross-dresser. Well, I suppose I'd be a bit cross too if I had to choose between a vest and a basque every morning. Which reminds me, those basque terrorists. Seems a strange choice of clothing when you're blowing things up, doesn't it? You say you look better than your wife. Are you sure? Haven't you heard of Narcissus? It's another name for a daffodil, actually, and I've no idea why people mention it when someone says something conceited. I think it might be related to the word nemesis that I often used to hear my best friend Dieter muttering. But I can't hear what she says now, not from outside the 200-metre exclusion zone. But if your wife really is jealous of how you look as a woman, then why not pass on a few tips about makeup and dress sense and hair? I bet she'd just love that. It'd be just like Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. Not that I'm saying you're queer. And dressing up as a woman isn't queer either. Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with being queer. And not that I'm saying that your wife is a straight guy. She may not be straight. And she may not be a guy at all. Oh, wouldn't it be so much easier if we didn't have to wear clothes at all and were all covered in fur? Like a chinchilla. Yes, a chinchilla with a big bushy tail and scratchy little claws. Oh, where was I? Oh, yes. Before I forget, Ricardo from Seville, you'll need an orange, or a large satsuma if you don't have oranges in Seville, a carrier bag, some rope, and a stool. Maybe some Vaseline. And no, the auto has got nothing at all to do with cars. And talking of Jeremy Clarkson, see you next time. And remember, keep it light.
If you've been affected by any of the issues in this program, you may like to visit www.games-flash.co.uk.